Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel which is explore yourselves, banking and general knowledge etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost, highlights from Indian and global history along with Tithi, Nakshatra, major global events and notable birth and death anniversaries of 28th July 2026 Tuesday, Bengali date 11 শ্রাবণ 1433 Namaskar Sri Madan Gupta Ponjika. Today's Tithi is Shukla Chaturdashi and up to 1806 hours and after that Purnima. Today's Nakshatra is Purvasara Nakshatra and up to 1404 hours and after that Uttarasara Nakshatra. Today is 209th day of the year. There are then 156 days left in 2026. Today is 30th Tuesday of 2026. Today is World Hepatitis Day. World Hepatitis Day is observed every year on July 28 to raise global awareness about hepatitis, a group of infectious diseases known as hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E, which affect millions of people worldwide. The day marks the birthday of Dr. Baruch Bloomberg, who discovered the hepatitis B virus and developed a vaccine for it. Coordinated by the World Health Organization, the campaign emphasizes prevention, testing, treatment, and vaccination to combat the silent threat of liver inflammation caused by these viruses. The theme for each year focuses on strengthening efforts toward the elimination of hepatitis by 2030 as part of the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. Events on this include free screenings, educational programs, and public health campaigns across the globe. Today is World Nature Conservation Day. World Nature Conservation Day is observed on July 28 every year to raise awareness about the importance of conserving the natural environment and protecting Earth's valuable resources for future generations. The day emphasizes the need for sustainable practices to preserve forests, wildlife, water bodies, soil, air, and all ecosystems threatened by human activities and climate change. It serves as a reminder that a healthy environment is the foundation for a stable and productive society. Governments, organizations, and individuals around the world mark this day with tree plantations drives, awareness campaigns, and eco-friendly initiatives to encourage responsible behavior toward nature and promote harmony between humans and the environment. Today is National Soccer Day. National Soccer Day is celebrated annually on July 28 to honor the world's most popular sport and recognize its unifying power across cultures and communities. This day celebrates the joy, passion, and teamwork associated with soccer, also known as football in most parts of the world, and acknowledges the contributions of players, coaches, and fans. It is a time to reflect on the sport's global influence from grassroots participation to professional leagues and international tournaments like the FIFA World Cup. Enthusiasts mark the occasions by playing friendly matches, sharing soccer memories, and promoting youth involvement in the sport, highlighting its role in fostering discipline, fitness, and global unity. Today is National Milk Chocolate Day. National Milk Chocolate Day is celebrated on July 28 to indulge in and appreciate the rich, creamy delight of milk chocolate, a sweet treat loved by people of all ages. Unlike dark chocolates, milk chocolate contains a blend of cocoa solids, sugar, and milk products, giving it a smoother and sweeter taste. First introduced in the late 19th century by Swiss chocolatier Daniel Peter, milk chocolate quickly gained global popularity and became a staple in candies, desserts, and beverages. On this day, chocolate lovers enjoy their favorite milk chocolate bars, try new confections, or even experiment with homemade chocolate recipes, celebrating the joy and comfort that milk chocolate brings. Today is National Water Park Day. National Water Park Day takes place every year in the United States on July 28, marking a celebration of summer fun and relief from the heat through water-based entertainment. Established by Kalahari Resorts and Conventions in 2017, The day honors the joy of water parks featuring wave pools, towering slides, lazy rivers, splash pads, and more, and serves as a reminder of how water parks have evolved into beloved family destinations. It's a perfect excuse to visit a local or a major water park, don sunscreen, race down slides, lounge in lazy rivers, and create lasting summer memories with loved ones. His First World War, 28 July 1914 to 11 November 1918. The First World War, also known as War One, was a global conflict that lasted from 28 July 1914 to 11 November 1918, involving many of the world's great powers divided into two main alliances: the Allied powers, led by Britain, France, Russia, and later the US, and the Central powers, led by Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. Sparked by the assassinations of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria, the war escalated rapidly due to a complex web of alliances, militarism, imperialism, and nationalism. It was marked by trench warfare, massive casualties, and the use of modern weapons like machine guns, tanks, and poison gas. The war resulted in over 16 million deaths and led to the collapse of several empires, including the Austro-Hungarian, Ottoman, Russian, and German empires. The Treaty of Versailles in 1919 formally ended the war, placing heavy reparations on Germany and sowing the seeds for future conflicts, including World War II. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Alvar Gullstrand, 5th June 1862 to 28th July 1930. Alvar Gullstrand was a Swedish ophthalmologist and optician renowned for his pioneering contributions to the understanding of the human eye's optical system. In 1911, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for his work on the dioptrics of the eye, making him the only ophthalmologist to receive this honor. Kuster's research utilized advanced mathematical models to describe the light refraction mechanisms within the eye, leading to significant advancements in the field of ophthalmology. He is credited with inventing the slit lamp and the reflexless ophthalmoscope, both of which remain essential tools in modern eye examinations. Additionally, he developed the Gullstrand's schematic eye, a model that accurately represents the eye's optical properties and is still used in optical research today. Beyond his technical innovations, Gullstrand was instrumental in establishing the Swedish Ophthalmological Society and served as its first president in 1913. His legacy continues to influence the field with his instruments and models forming the foundations of contemporary ophthalmic practice. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Otto Hahn, 8th March 1879 to 28th July 1968. Otto Hahn was a renowned German chemist and one of the founding pioneers of radiochemistry and nuclear chemistry. He is best known for the discovery of nuclear fission in 1938, a breakthrough that laid the scientific foundation for nuclear reactors and atomic energy, and for which he received the 1944 Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Working closely with Lise Meitner and Fritz Strassmann, Hahn also made important discoveries involving radioactive isotopes of radium, thorium, protactinium, and uranium, greatly advancing the understanding of atomic structure. Throughout his distinguished career, he led the radioactivity department at the Kaiser Wilhelm Institute for Chemistry and later became the founding president of the Max Planck Society, helping reveal German science after World War II. Although he remained in Germany during the Nazi era, he opposed the persecutions of Jewish scientists and supported many of his colleagues. He also co-founded the Federations of German Scientists in promoting the responsible and peaceful use of scientific knowledge. Remembered as the father of nuclear chemistry, Otto Hahn's discoveries transformed modern physics, chemistry, medicine, and energy research, leaving a lasting legacy in the scientific world. Today is death anniversary of Sri Sri Thakur Dayanand Dev, 19th May 1881 to 28th July 1937. Sri Sri Thakur Dayanand Dev was a visionary Indian spiritual leader and social reformer, best known as the founder of the Arunachal Mission, established on 13th January 1909 near Silchar in Assam. Born in Bamai village in the Sylhet district, now in Bangladesh. He was deeply influenced by devotional practices from an early age, particularly Sankirtan devotional singing, and was inspired by saints and seers he encountered during his youth. Thakur Dayanand envisioned a universal religion rooted in the principles of the fatherhood of God and the brotherhood of man, transcending sectarian boundaries and emphasizing love, equality, and service to humanity. Under his guidance, the Arunachal Ashram became a sanctuary where individuals from all castes and backgrounds lived together in spiritual harmony, sharing resources and dedicating themselves to the collective good. His commitment to spiritual awakening and social transformation led to the establishment of multiple ashrams and the initiations of continuous Sankirtan movements. Even in the face of colonial repression, Thakur Dayanand's legacy endures through the ongoing efforts of the Arunachal Mission, which continues to promote his ideals of unity, compassion, and universal brotherhood. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Pavel Alexeyevich Cherenkov, 28 July 1904 to 6 January 1990. Pavel Alexeyevich Cherenkov was a distinguished Soviet physicist whose work made a lasting impact on modern physics. He is best known for the discovery of Cherenkov radiation in 1934, a phenomenon observed when charged particles travel through a medium faster than the speed of light in that medium. This discovery became crucial in nuclear physics, particle physics, and astrophysics. For these landmark contributions, Cherenkov shared the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1958 with Igor Tamm and Ilya Frank. He worked for many years at the Lebedev Physical Institute and contributed significantly to experimental nuclear physics. Cherenkov received several prestigious Soviet honors, including the Lenin Prize and the State Prize of the USSR. He was elected a member of the Academy of Sciences of the USSR, recognizing his scientific excellence. His discovery led to the development of Cherenkov detectors, widely used in high-energy physics experiments. Pavel Cherenkov's achievements continue to influence fundamental research and advanced scientific instrumentation worldwide. His pioneering work not only expanded the understanding of particle behavior but also became an essential tool in modern experimental physics and space science. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Arthur John Porter Martin, 1st March 1910 to 28 July 2002. Arthur John Porter Martin was a distinguished British chemist whose pioneering work revolutionized modern analytical chemistry. He shared the 1952 Nobel Prize in Chemistry with Richard Singer for inventing partition chromatography, a technique that transformed the separations and analysis of complex chemical mixtures. Martin later collaborated with Anthony T. James to develop gas liquid chromatography, a breakthrough that became an essential tool in chemistry, medicine, environmental science, and forensic investigations. His research significantly advanced the study of amino acids, vitamins, and other biochemical compounds, laying the foundations for many modern laboratory techniques. He held important research positions at the Medical Research Council and the National Institute for Medical Research, where much of his groundbreaking work was carried out. Martin was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society in 1950 and was appointed a Commander of the Order of British Empire in 1960 for his outstanding scientific contributions. Although he published relatively few research papers, the quality and impact of his discoveries reshaped analytical science worldwide. Archer Martin is remembered as one of the most influential chemists of the 20th century, whose innovations continue to benefit scientific research, medicine, and industry. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Rigve Magnus Havelmo, 13th December 1911 to 28th July 1999. Rigve Magnus Havelmo was a distinguished Norwegian economist best known for laying the foundations of modern economic metrics through his groundbreaking probability approach to economics analysis. He was awarded the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Sciences in 1989 for his fundamental contributions, particularly for demonstrating how statistical methods would be rigorously applied to economic theory and empirical data. Havelmo's influential work, including the probability approach in econometrics, transformed the discipline and shaped the structure of econometric modeling worldwide. He served as a prominent professor at the University of Oslo, mentoring generations of economists and enriching academic research. Havelma also made major contributions to macroeconomic theory, economic policy, and the study of business cycles. In recognition of his scholarly excellence, he was elected to the Norwegian Academy of Science and Letters and honored by several international economic associations. His theoretical insights continue to guide empirical research, making him one of the most important figures in the 20th century economics. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Charles Hart Townes, 28 July 1915 to 27 January 2015. Charles Hart Townes was a pioneering American physicist renowned for his groundbreaking work in quantum electronics and the development of the maser and laser, for which he shared the 1964 Nobel Prize in Physics with Nikolai Basov and Alexander Prokhorov. He held fundamental patents for the maser and made major contributions to astrophysics, including the first determinations of the supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way galaxy and the discovery of complex molecules in space. Served as an advisor to multiple US presidents and chaired the NASA Science Advisory Committee for the Apollo Lunar Landing Program. He was a professor at Columbia University, MIT, and the University of California, Berkeley, where he directed research in physics and astronomy for decades. Towns also held lectureships such as the Karl Schulchild Lecturer in Germany and the Bislands Spurdanger Lecturer in India. Beyond science, he was recognized for integrating scientific inquiry with spirituality and won the Templeton Prize in 2005 for his efforts in exploring the convergence of science and religion. His innovations in infrared spatial interferometry advanced the study of stellar shapes and sizes, aiding research in SETI. Town's legacy encompasses both transformative scientific discoveries and inspirational contributions to the understanding of science, faith, and the universe. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Francis Harry Crompton Crick, 8th June 1916 to 28th July 2004. Francis Crick was a pioneering English molecular biologist, biophysicist, and neuroscientist whose work revolutionized modern biology. In 1953, he and James Watson proposed the famous double helix structure of DNA, building on crucial X-ray diffraction research conducted by Rosalind Franklin and Maurice Wilkins. This landmark discovery transformed scientific understanding of heredity and the molecular basis of life. In 1962, Crick, Watson, and Wilkins were jointly awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for their discoveries concerning the molecular structure of nucleic acids. Crick also formulated the influential central dogma of molecular biology, explaining how genetic information flows from DNA to RNA and then to proteins. His ideas became fundamental to genetics, biotechnology, and medical research. Later in his career, he shifted his focus to neuroscience and the scientific study of human consciousness. He spent many years at the Salk Institute in California, continuing groundbreaking research until the end of his life. Francis Crick remains one of the most influential scientists of the 20th century, with a legacy that continues to shape modern science. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Baruch Samuel Bloomberg, 28 July 1925 to 5th April 2011. Baruch Samuel Bloomberg was an American physician, geneticist, and Nobel laureate renowned for his groundbreaking work in the field of infectious diseases. He discovered the hepatitis B virus in the 1960s and went on to develop the first vaccine for it, a milestone that has saved millions of lives worldwide. For this achievement, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine in 1976, which he shared with D. Carleton Gajdusek. Bloomberg's work not only advanced virology but also highlighted the importance of global vaccination programs. He was deeply committed to public health and worked with NASA as the first director of the Astrobiology Institute, exploring life beyond Earth. A humanitarian scientist, he advocated for accessible healthcare and vaccines, especially in underserved regions. His legacy continues through global hepatitis prevention efforts and his contributions to science and medicine. Today is death anniversary of Miss Mohasweta Devi. 14 January 1926 28th July 2016. Mahasweta Devi was one of India's most celebrated writers and activists whose literary excellence and lifelong commitment to social justice earned her the highest national and international honors. She received the Sahitya Academy Award 1979 for her Nirvikar, recognizing her powerful portrayal of tribal resistance in history. In 1986, she was awarded the Padma Shri for her contributions to social work, followed by the Gyanpith Award 1996, India's highest literary honor, for her outstanding overall contributions to literature. Her global stature was affirmed with the Raman Magsaysay Award, Saysay Award 1997 for journalism, literature, and creative communications arts, honoring her compassionate crusade for tribal rights. She was conferred the officer the I Ordre des Arts et des Lettres France in 2003 for her influence on world literature. The Government of India honored her with the Padma Vibhushan in 2026, the country's second highest civilian award. She also received the Sark Literary Award in 2007 and was shortlisted for the Man Booker International Prize in 2009. Her later recognitions include the Jaswantrao Chauhan National Award in 2010, Bongo Vibhushan in 2011, and the Mamun Jaiyon Goswami National Award for Literature in 2014. Today's birth anniversary of Miss Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, 28th July 1929 to 19th May 1994. Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, popularly known as Jackie Kennedy, was one of the most admired and influential first ladies in American history, celebrated for her elegant cultural vision and timeless style. Born on 28th July 1929 in New York, she studied history, art, and French literature. Before beginning her career as a journalist and photographer, she married John F. Kennedy in 1953 and became First Lady of the United States in 1961 at the age of 31. During her years in the White House, she transformed its image by restoring its historical beauty and promoting arts, literature, and culture on an international stage. Her grace, intelligence, and fashion sense created the globally admired Jackie look, which became a major style trend during the 1960s. Jackie also impressed world leaders with her knowledge of languages and history during diplomatic tours in the tense Cold War era. After the tragic assassinations of President Kennedy in 1963, she largely withdrew from public life before later remarrying Greek businessman Aristotle Onassis in 1968. In her later years, she worked successfully as a book reader in New York and remained a respected cultural icon until her passing away on 19 May 1994. Today's birth anniversary of Sir Garfield St. Owen Sowards, 28th July 1936 to 17th July 2026. Sir Garfield St. Owen Sowards, popularly known as Sir Gary Sowards, was a legendary Barbadian cricketer and is widely regarded as the greatest all-rounder in the history of cricket. Representing the West Indies from 1954 to 1974, he combined elegant batting, versatile bowling, and exceptional fielding to redefine the role of an all-rounder. In 1958, he created history by scoring an unbeaten 365 against Pakistan, then the highest individual score in Test cricket, a record that stood for 36 years. During his illustrious career, Roberts played 93 Test matches, averaging, averaging 8,032 runs at an outstanding average of 57.78 and claiming 235 wickets, while also excelling in first-class cricket with over 28,000 runs and 1,000 wickets. He captained the West Indies from 1965 to 1972 and inspired generations with his fearless leadership and remarkable versatility. Knighted by Queen Elizabeth II in 1975, he was later honored as one of the national heroes of Barbados and inducted into the ICC Cricket Hall of Fame in 2009. Sir Gary Sobar's extraordinary achievements, sportsmanship, and lasting influence have secured his place among the greatest cricketers of all time. Today is death anniversary of Lachu Maharaj, Mr. Lakshmi Narayan Singh, 16th October 1944, 28th July 2016. Pandit Lachu Maharaj Lakshmi Narayan Singh was a revered tabla master of the Banaras Gharana, celebrated for his virtuosic solo performances characterized by intricate, ever-evolving rhythms that left audiences spellbound. Trained from childhood by his father, Vasudev Maharaj, and performing professionally from the age of 8, he gained recognition across India and internationally for his depth of expressions and improvisational mastery. In acts of personal convictions, he received prestigious honors like the Padma Shri, stating that applause from the audience is any artist's prize. During the emergency, he famously protested by playing tabla inside prison, demonstrating his belief in artistry as resistance. He received the Sangeet Natak Academy Award, India's top performing arts honor, and posthumously was commemorated with a special Google Doodle on what would have been his 74th birthday. Known for stunning fame and his legacy lives on through recordings and the many disciples he inspired. The daily dose of wisdom ends here, but the journey never stops. Thank you very much for your patience. Request to like, subscribe, and share.